pain often has purpose. Now, the pain I'm talking about is usually emotional, physical, stress, the pain of life. And during that time, God says, hey, I got a purpose. And the purpose for the pain for the children of Israel was to cry out to God. Now, the thing I worry about that, they lived in that pain for years and years and years and years. And I know people that continue to live in pain and in bondage for years and years and years, and you don't have to. You can cry out to God, and He wants to deliver you, and He wants to free you, and He wants to give you the abundant life. Is there an area in your life that you're suffering enough that you're ready to change? Or better yet, listen to this. Better yet, is there an area in your life, listen, you know if you don't change, before long there's going to be pain and suffering coming your way. Well, why don't you make the change now? Listen, some people, guys and girls, you're at work, and you're starting to make an emotional connection with the opposite sex. Oh yeah, you look good today, baby. Oh, thank you, honey. Woo! Maybe we ought to go eat. No siree. You understand that you don't need to be going to eat lunch with the opposite sex, right? And when they start telling you look good and he looks good and all this stuff, you better be careful. That emotional connection could lead to a physical connection, which is the wrong connection. If you'll change your mind, if you'll change the way you're thinking, you will change your life and change your direction. Sometimes you're just weak, and that's okay because God's strong. Sometimes the very best thing to do is just admit how weak you are and how much you need to depend on God. Just basically surrender and commit to God. Be careful that you don't come to church and you let your mind wander about everything else and miss what God's doing. See, you miss the promise of God, you miss the presence of God, and you miss the people of God. Because God's got something for you. See, it's hard to hide that word in that heart. It's hard to come and remember the promises. It's hard to apply it. But my goodness, it's worth it because you can get the joy and the peace that's for it. I mean, it's work, but it's worth it.